All right. So now we are here when we're here, and we are here when we are. It's been a long time since I streamed something by myself without anyone with me, but it's fine. I usually do this with Dead by Daylight. Maybe some of my friends will come back, but it is a Tuesday afternoon. I had nothing to do today, and they do, so we'll just see. And I was too eager to see what was up with this killer. Because this killer looks freaking weird. Also, Alan Wake's in the game, but we kind of got over that pretty quick. There was like a week of hype, I think, when he was released, and then no one cared after that. His perks are not really anything. So I saw the the footage on Twitter, the what you call it, the like footage, quote unquote, of the killer. This where the guy's like in his tent and the creature opens it up for him. It sounds like the creature saying "help me," but it's like copying that sound. Like it's not really authentic. I don't have it pulled up on me, but you probably know what I'm talking about. And my first thought was like, damn, this is. Are they trying to take a page out of like Marble Hornets or something? Because I am all for that. I've always wanted a creepy pasta inspired killer. Like the early 2010s kind of vibe, where every horror game was coming out all at once and everyone was like recording themselves in the dark screaming. That was my childhood. As always, I don't want to check out the killer immediately. I want to know as little as possible. But of course, through like still images, I was spoiled because of like Darva and my friends. They're like, hey, look, here he is. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what love is. But they tell me anyway. Because they don't care. They don't care. Yeah, of course, Survivor is going to be super duper profitable. Hey, Billiam. So apparently there is a new Survivor, and she's right here. I know nothing about her. I didn't even know they would get a new Survivor. Sable Ward. She's not afraid to embrace the darkness or the power that lies within it. Oh, she's goth. Finally. Her personal perks: Invocation, Weaving Spiders, Strength in Shadows, and Wicked allow her to quicken, repair, progress, heal herself without a medkit, and gain benefits from some status effects.
Yum.
She also has voice line. Oh my god. She's kind of short, but I feel like the internet is gonna eat her up. Get out of here, Michaela. We don't care about you no more. We have an actual goth on our hands. She's even holding a weird little, like, Wish.com mug. Alright, well, what are your perks, girl? I'm very interested in who you are. Uh, ba 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 ba. How do I check on, here, I'll just press on keyboard. There we go. I do want to read your lore because I think you're visually interesting, but there apparently is a large amount of story to you. I'll have to read it another time. So, invocation, weaving spiders. When in the basement near the circle, press the ability button to begin the invocation. So in the basement near the circle, like the 4 hooks, I guess. Invocations take 120 seconds, so 2 minutes. Other survivors will see your aura during this and can join on ongoing interaction. Oh my god, oh, this is cool. Increasing speed by 50% each. So we're doing like a little Bloody Mary thing in the basement, like we did when we were in the 90s. If they have an invocation perk equipped, they increase it by 100% instead. So a new type of perk for survivors, invocations. Once the invocation is completed, you become injured and gain broken. That lasts for the rest of the trial. All remaining generators gain 15 charges instantly. That doesn't sound like a fair trade. I mean, maybe if like it's like if the killer's 3-genning or something and we need a quick thing. Well, it's not a quick thing. It's 2 minutes, but it stacks. So I call upon the spirits of the night to aid us in our desperate flight. I don't know if this is good, honestly. I don't know how many charges it takes exactly for a generator to be completed. But I know it's a lot more than 15. I don't know. I do like the.
Bring a radio?
Did you bring a radio? Shut up. Oh, you actually do sound familiar. Do I know your voice? It doesn't matter. So 15 charges for all remaining generators in the trial, but you become injured and broken permanently. I don't think that's a fair trade. I don't think 15 charges is it. Even if it's for all gens left, I don't think it's enough to basically become no mithered forever. But I guess we'll have to see. I think this is gonna be buffed at some point. But I do like the idea. I like the idea of having a secondary objective. It's cool. Alright, moving on. Strength in shadows. When in the basement, the perk activates. Another basement thing. Unlocks the Strength Shadows ability, which allows you to heal without a medkit at 60% normal healing speed. When you finish a heal in the basement, you see the killer's aura for 10 seconds. So a more situational version of self-care. It's slightly better because it's 60%, not 50%. Getting out of here is the last thing I do. And you also have a little bit. It's just seems like it's 2 perks in one, which is not terrible. I mean that actually in theory sounds great, but those 2 perks that it's pulling from aren't particularly like substantial. I also think this should be buffed, but not as much. Wicked. They can try to hurt you, but you're not going down so easily. This perk starts with 1 token up to a max of 5. For each token, you recover from the mangled status effect 20% faster. For each 15 seconds spent in the basement, gain a token. While affected by the cursed status effect, you heal 10% faster. A lot of these mostly just feel like passives, except for this one. This one gives you a brand new objective to try out, but I don't think it rewards you well enough. These two allow you to heal, affect you when you're in the basement, and it heals you faster, and gives you some awareness on where the killer is. And this is recovering from certain penalties faster, but only in the basement. I don't know a lot of players who willingly go into the basement unless it's for the chest in there. But I guess now with these kinds of perks, they might want to more. I I really love the concept of basically this goth ass chick. She just wants to be in the lowest, darkest hole in this fucking place. I think it's really funny. I like it for her. I just like her. I like her whole aesthetic right now. Okay, well, if there's I'll level her up a little bit. I think Spine Chill is probably thematic for you too. I know nothing about your lore yet, but I will. I actually do kind of enjoy the lore in this game. Look at her, she's sipping tea or coffee. Yeah, it's probably coffee. Look at her. She looks like she drinks a lot more coffee than tea. Okay, let's get some perk slots. Looking at the cup. Oh god. Her voice does sound really familiar. It sounds like Mandy from Billy and Mandy a little bit. But I am interested in her. Oh, you see something? You see the psychedelic trip from drugs? I don't know. She looks like she would take drugs too. I don't know. I'll stop judging. I'm just having fun. Okay, this part's a little boring. In fact, let me do it with a mouse quicker. I still really love this feature they added about just clicking on the actual thing you want. So her name is Sable. Sounds like a comic book name. Alright, everything's unlocked. Some Hattie perks might also be thematic for you. You too. And then we're done. Something that I just thought of a perk for her would be like some kind of way to like affect the killer or affect the flashlight when it's out of charges, to either give it more charges or somehow give yourself one more charge of it if you're in the basement or something. I don't know, because I feel like she'd want to like like be so dark and edgy that it somehow still blinds the killer, even though they're also dark and edgy. I'll get you. I'll get all her perks. 9 charges instantly. Oh, that's not good. I didn't even think 15 was all that good. I'll get Spine Chill. I do want to improve you. I don't think 15 is very good. I mean 9. It's at 15 right now, but I want it to be stronger. But I'll queue in the meantime. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 9 or 15 charges is all right, but it just doesn't sound like it. You still have one loyal original survivor. I forgot. I don't know how. Maybe it's in accessibility, but I keep forgetting I can turn off the names of my co-players. First person FOV. I forgot that was there too. Support. I don't think it's support. Maybe it is. No, it's not. Control. No. Beginner mode. I don't need that, but I do really like their names. Leon Sex Kennedy. one offering. Just one. Just the one. Alright, I don't want to read it. Alright, so I know based on spoiler that the killer's title is the Unknown. I don't know anything else about it though. I don't want to know its powers. I don't want to know anything about it. I do hope we get the new map though. I didn't even think we'd get a new map either. I thought it would just be a killer release and that's it. I'm surprised we even got Sable. I'll turn up the game slightly too. Green Withered Isle. Oh, we did. We got the new map too. What is this place? My other Sable is the Obsession. It looks really mythological. Spit something at it. Hey, can you tell me like what it is you do and why you're really an X? Ooh, all right. You're kind of odd to juke a little bit because you don't even look like you have a full body. He moves really weird. I kind of like him. I thought he'd be on all fours though, because that's kind of how he moves in whatchamacallit, the teeter. Just get out of here. I like this fucking map though. This thick ass forest and a movie theater. The Ghouls Lament. Heritage America presents Woken Up the Sinking One's Rotten Woods. Whales. Is that a reference to Jaws? Oh, we can even go in it. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, this is... Okay, this is actually my favorite map so far. Alright, so, I actually benefit from being in here. There's a kind of like weed smoke going around the Yui and Leon right now. This is probably taking painfully forever. I'm sure my comrades are not super thrilled about me just sitting here. Okay, it's actually not that slow. Can't really see though, or maybe I'm just stupid. Actually, while I'm here, oh there he is. He's all the way over there. I really fucking like this map. I didn't think it'd be both like a Slenderman type of like forest, like Gravity Falls at night, and like a 70s style cinema here. I really like the two put together. An arcade. Wanna play... What is this game? It's so dark in here. No, I'm kidding. Ooh. The wall fucked up there. That's not how it's supposed to be. Oh, hey girl. How you been? Wait, weren't you being chased earlier? This is really cool looking. This kind of reminds me of a... I know I always fucking go back to rarest links whenever I stream this game, but it's like... It kind of reminds me of the FNAF map a little bit that they made. But this one's a lot more detailed. Oh, and this complete in the projector room. Okay, it's nearby. Maybe I should take a hide in here. It's really close, apparently. Not so much anymore, but a little bit. Okay, so she was being chased and she ran in here. Oh! No! He's so weird looking, but I thought he'd be more like animal-like. Because that's kind of how he moves in the teaser. I didn't watch the trailer yet. Apparently there was a trailer released today, but I purposely wanted to avoid it. It kind of gives like a Stranger Things type of vibe a little bit to me. How it's kind of eldritch, but also like past-like. Woken up. That does feel like an homage. Dead for ice cream. What can I get you guys? Hey Abby, or like, you wanna like not? Okay. Oh, this is a cool movie theater. It's not super big, but I guess a lot of movie theaters in the 70s weren't that hugely huge. Or maybe they were. I wonder if it'd be cool if there was a way to like turn on the movie theater. Maybe it would play that casting a Frank Stone movie game they're trying to work with. Now I'm back in this pine woods forest. I haven't touched the generator this entire game. Let me actually be useful. Hey girl. Want help? Stop being hurt. Now touch it. Oh fuck, my heart says things. I'm in love apparently. I do have a flashlight, but I'm not good. I'm not close or good enough to blind him. Does the killer want to come here? Probably. Out of the game will tell me. Did. Shit. I almost got away with it. What the hell is that? Why are you spitting at me? Fuck. Why is there an arcade machine all the way out here? Ah, fuck. Oh my god, I could have done that so much better. Beautiful. He's like... So the way he moves and looks now, I thought he'd be more like a cryptid kind, and maybe in his like lore he is, but he looks more like a man that was cursed or mutated to be this way or something, rather than what I thought, which was just like a human-looking monster, kind of like Dredge. What the hell is he doing over there? You poked the Slender Man. Why did you do that? And yeah. We are not doing well enough. Maybe I should try out my perk. It takes like a minute and a half to do a gen by yourself. Maybe it would be a good idea at some point to try out my basement ritual perk. My invocation, and oh my god, why are you already back? can see me. That shouldn't have hit. Stop doing that. So you got some doctor clones. Ah, Leon! No! He's still chasing me, because of course he would. Go away, dude. Fuck. Alright. Let's go find the basement again. I want to use my goth powers. Alright, so, it says within the circle. Oh, here's the circle. He just... Oh, wait, no, I'm healing myself. Start invocation. They're the same button. I can't do the invocation. Here, oh, now I can do it. No, I'm trying to help you, dude. I'm sorry. Thank you, Leon Sex Kennedy. I'm trying to help you out, but the game wouldn't let me. Here, let me help you. And then we can start praying together like middle schoolers. Oh my god, please tell me you didn't lead it in here. I'm gonna hide in here until I know it's safe. God. He probably won't linger in here. Oh, wrong. He isn't here. He knows. Kinda knows. What's he doing? Are you a phantom? Okay, that was kind of cool. Don't know what the purpose is though. Just fucking waved my hand at him. Was like, ugh. If I stop, oh yeah, it does. Okay, I was gonna say, if I stop, does it keep progress? No, it doesn't. It has to be continuous. All right, we're at 1 gen left to do. Only I and the Yui are, what you call it, on death hook. Leon's never been hooked. Oh, this is taking forever. Come on, no one wants to join me in my little satanic circle? I do think this will help, though. We have 1 gen left to do. It's getting a bit more intense. Oh, please don't chase her into here. If you want to lead him to the freaking movie theater, fine. Just don't lead him to the damn basement. I'm halfway. Okay, they're doing good. Ghost Survivor's doing good. I'm almost done. So the more like finished it almost is, the louder it gets. So I guess it's supposed to make it harder to like have a sense of peripheral vision. I do think if they want you to just sit here and focus on the invocation, that's fine, but I think some skill checks would probably make it better to play. And also have a delay if, like, let's say you misclick and you let go of the button by accident. Like, you shouldn't be punished for that misclick, so have a delay before the thing stops. You know, when the bar starts regressing. I am now permanently injured. Well, I've contributed all I could to the game. It's fine. I don't care that much about living anyway. This killer has barely made any progress at all. Well, that's not true. He's made progress, but he hasn't killed anyone. He's a killer shack. Another one that's more finished here. Okay, cool. What was that? Oh, he's gonna want to come after me. Shit. These other survivors are so good right now. I don't know how to feel about this killer. Like, I don't, like, I mean, he is unknown, so I guess I don't really know what I can think. I think the spitting miasma thing he does is a little strange. Here, let me help you out. Leon, I want you to live. You did a lot in this game. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Oh, okay, I see him, but he's going the wrong way. I don't think I should heal him all the way. Let's get out. Come on. Come on. I'm already broken. You can't help me. Overwhelming presence. Oh. What does this do? Okay, hinders and oblivious is me. I'm just gonna get out. I don't care. And I'm in place. Yeah! Alright, that was actually a very good game. But I don't know why his power is the way it is. GG. That was a very good game. Yeah, that was a great game. Well, we did get a lot out of that first game. I do kind of want to do it again, though. I have a big feeling that this survivor is going to be really popular. She kind of looks like a creepypasta in herself. Why is Azeroth disabled? I don't know. Like I said, I still don't know nothing about her lore, but I imagine she's like some kind of a forum poster. Or what you call it? Like the kind of girl who likes to be on sites like 4chan discussing things like creepypastas and shit like that, or whatever time frame she's from, whatever equivalent to that is. Had to go silent there for a second. My brother decided to be rude. Alright, so I guess now we can start learning about his power. The unknown becomes harder to deal with when it has more hallucinations available. Be sure to dispel them. See, maybe I was wrong on the kind of vibe that I thought this chapter would give, because I thought it would be more about like early internet horror, like found footage, bad camera quality, VHS. Does any of that make sense? Or Because I read a post that I thought was official that was saying that that was their main inspiration, that kind of era. The only thing I can compare it to is like uh, Paranormal Activity or Slender Man. And Slender Man is kind of like the quintessential cryptid type killer, where he gets strong by people's like spreading rumors and stuff. Same with Candyman a little bit. But I do really dig this map. It looks awesome. I just don't know much about it. Like, I want to know more. I wonder why her HUD, it's like draining a bit. It's going down. Don't know. Maybe there's some kind of stats effect too unknown. I was on Twitter thinking like the killer's name would be like the Cryptid or the Mimic. Ah fuck, we got a bot now. Bye bye. I don't want to talk too much about drama or politics, or rather, but I know there were some people upset thinking that this killer might resemble something like an indigenous myth, and within those indigenous cultures, you kind of can't really talk about those kinds of entities. So if Dead by Daylight brought in a killer like that, then they would kind of have to like, on spiritual principle, not play the game, like boycott it. And then behavior was immediately like, nah, it's nothing like that. Smart move, probably. But I do know some of those indigenous spirits, and I thought a killer deriving from their culture would be really cool, and we have a whole bunch of killers that pull from different cultures, but I guess none of them are as taboo. But that's just what I think. Alright, so what do we do now? I do really like this vibe, though. It's kind of weird to just have a lone movie theater in the middle of the woods. And a phone booth. Maybe you can do something about the phone booth. No, you can't. Is he camping? No. Jen was here last time, it's now not. You know, I don't think this map is very big. It's the movie theater, this wide jungle forest. Oh yeah, and there was also like a big fountain that I spawned by last game. I don't know if the bot is gonna. Oh yeah, that is the bot. The other me is the bot. Jeez. That was a survivor, yeah. Oh shit. He also sounds more like a man in distress. Well, killing this bot's not gonna be hard for him. Probably. I just keep wanting to think about. I'm debating on whether or not of reading this girl's lore. I mean, I have nothing better to do all day. I just don't know if people would really want to see that. Okay, shit. Get around this corner. He's probably gonna come back. I probably would. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He's going away now. I'm actually not gonna help you bot. I want to finish this gen first. Trust me, you can handle it. But so far, even though it's mostly based on ignorance right now, I typically feel a sense of like dissatisfaction with DBD content lately. The bot wants to be healed. I don't care. Whatever, I'll heal the bot. Be the damage sponge. I tend not to feel a whole lot of satisfaction with DBD's content sometimes. I keep thinking, oh, this could have been done better. This idea was like half-baked. Like I kind of been pessimistic over the years, I'll admit, and I don't like that, but it's just how it's been for me. It's a teddy bear. And I want to feel like this is the exact opposite. Like I'm getting exactly what what I've been craving. This big old statue makes me think your lore significant. Wait, did he see that? Did he see me? That is the question. I guess not. I mean, there's no such thing as a statue that isn't lore significant. There's my name on it. And someone else's. Is that Michaela? It's Jen here. Hey, what's up, dude? I am Sloppy and I got stuck on a rock. You can't hurt me now. I got stuck on a rock. It's cheating. Fine. Oh, what did he do there? He did like a backflip. Not backflip, but like a crab walk to break that thing. This. I was talking earlier a bit about like vibe, and I thought this chapter's vibe would be like not analog horror, but like found footage type of horror, stuff like that. Now the vibe switched up to like 80s slasher, kind of like Evil Dead or something like that. Which I am a fan. Oh my god, dude. That was my vein! You fucker! I shouldn't even help you there. But I will, because you're cool. I like you. And I hate you at the same time. Give me your big old back rub. So you want me to come with you? For why? We're already almost done again. Oh, hey, dude. You want to help? Oh, no. Yeah, I kind of do want to read this girl's lore. The more I look at her, the more I look at this map, the more I look at the killer. I just want to know what's going on. I hope other people feel the same. Actually, I'm going to do my secondary objective. I'm gonna go do a quick little prayer. Do my quick little Bloody Mary ritual in the basement. I think that'll help with the, whatchamacallit. last generator thing. I still don't know, like, I couldn't tell from last game whether or not this actually helped, but I just like having the option of having another, what's the word, another objective. I do really, really like the idea of invocations. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop. Trust it no more. Okay, no, I could have kept going. Damn it. Yeah, you really have to risk it. What? I mean, I guess now that invocations exist, and they're probably gonna add more later. I guess now checking the basement's gonna be a thing killers are gonna want to do. Shit, I might do that when I try Unknown. Hey dude, you wanna help me out here? Yes, let's do it together. Let's do it together. One of us, one of us. I'll help you after this. So, where are you from? How's the weather? I can't hear you over all this dark whispers. Detroit? Damn. How do you live? Sweet. Here, let me help you now. So I am perma-broke now. You're welcome. Wonder why I'm blind in here. Is that a glitch? Or is that my perk? I don't miss my skill checks. Goodbye, bot. And now it's me and this girl. Friends till the end. There was a hallucination there that I thought was real for a moment. It might be a good idea to get Iron Will on this girl if you want to be invocating. Chest is not important right now. So Michaela's boons are Sable's invocations. Hey, a thing. What's up, broski? Stop it. It's also really easy to dispel the illusions. The illusions don't really feel very threatening. My doppelganger is being chased. It makes me upsetty spaghetti. We're supposed to be friends forever. How dare you? But I am almost done. This gen is almost done, girl. We can get out of here, dude. Come on. He's nowhere near. Or now he is. It's fine, we're already done. Yep, it's okay. Hey, dude. Oh no, why are you going after her, you bitch? So the gate was over there. I think that gate will always be there. Alright, I'm gonna go, 99 a gate. Use the killer shack. Damn, this girl's good. Where the hell is it? It'll be over here. It was here last time, I think. Here it is. It's also pretty easy to spot too. Okay. I got a 99 in this gate. I want to come back for you. I wonder if there's a way to get on the roof. Probably not. But that'd be really cool. It is very 70s like to just be on the roof in places you're not supposed to be. Are you alive? Do I hear you? I thought I heard you. Oh, hell. She was right here. I have an idea. It may not work. There's a strong chance it won't work. But I have to try for both our sakes. Munchkin, stop it. Stop, girl. Stop, 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 stop. I'll take the hit for you if need be. I don't care if I live or die. No, let me go in first. Go, 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 go. Look, he's gonna want me first. Now you can get out. Well, you probably actually could have taken the correction, so it's fine. I want you to live. Live. Ah. I'm killing myself on purpose, girl. Live. You can do it. Do it. Live, 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 live. I think she lived. She found the wrong thing, but it's fine. She has plenty of time. No, she's being found. Fuck. No. I feel bad. I want her to live. It's okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna quickly read her lore. Because I want to know. And then I'm gonna get to the killer. Alright, story time. Now's the story time. You ready for story time? Story time. Oh, she is Michaela's friend, except for Michaela. Sable figured she had to be adopted. No way was she the progeny of her insanely perky mom and her grinning golf-playing frat boy of a dad. Oh my, this already reads like some kind of a diary. They didn't understand the first thing about her. No one in Greenville did except Michaela. They were fast friends, and since 3rd grade, up until Sable had no friends. She wasn't into ponies or dollies or tea parties with teddy bears. She's not like other girls. She liked bugs, lizards, riding bikes, dirt clawed fights. I thought it said dirt clouds. I don't know. Her favorite holiday was Halloween, and Michaela was the only one who didn't think she was crazy when she dyed her hair purple in 8th grade. Sable's mom was furious. Her dad didn't even notice. Michaela went with her to the mall when she got her ears pierced and helped her pick out her first tattoo, an occult symbol hidden in a place her parents would never see. Like what? No, actually don't answer that. Tramp stamp. No, stop it. Michaela declined to get her own tattoo. She flirted with the dark side but didn't live it. Not like Sable. Oh my god, she's crawling in my skin. No, not like Sable. The dark side made sense to Sable, and she reveled in it. Partly because it freaked out her parents and teachers. Partly because it felt like who she was. Some called her a goth because of the way she presented herself, but she wasn't into labels. She loved horror movies and found the occult exciting. It made sense to her. She knew that the shiny suburban world of her mom and dad had a dark underbelly. They were afraid to confront their fear, so they pretended everything was perfect and that they would live forever. But Sable knew better. Death stalked us all, and no one was getting out alive. Oh my Jesus. Michaela got Sable a job at Moonstone. I think that's the cafe Michaela runs. Probably the only place in town that would have hired her. Why? Because she's goth? It took classes at the local college and produced a guerrilla radio show on the short wave in her attic. All Things Wicked this night was about All Things Wicked this night was about the world's dark underbelly. Should probably italicize that title. The occult, urban legends, horror, and often there were heated discussions with Michaela about the horror movies they'd catch at the only theater in Greenville. Michaela liked her horror with a little comedy, but Sable liked it meaner, scarier, bloodier. She relished the gore, enjoyed terror, liked to feel the adrenaline rush. And their debates were entertaining to say the least. Oh my god. This is the most dripping with.
I've been here before.
Stop talking, Sable. This is dripping with just edgy angst. When searching for inspiration for her show, Sable would take walks in the cemetery with all the statues and headstones of early settlers who had founded the town as a sanctuary for those escaping persecution. She often talked about that history on her show, and she formed a theory that the uncanny sightings and disappearances were somehow linked to the town's history. One caller suggested the town was built on top of a fracture. The caller went on to describe a fracture as an overlap between worlds. Was this person, Hattie? Another caller said these fractures were created by an ancient cult devoted to forgotten demons, like the Black Veil. Another caller denied fractures as a cosmic buffet for an elder god that fed on pain, fear, and misery. Oh my god. Funny thing is that this is still so angsty, but it's all true to DBD's lore. And one caller even argued that it wasn't a fracture, but the unknown, a mysterious creature that consumed anyone who dared to imagine it. All the theories made for fun and inspiring debates, and she loved nothing more than discuss real-life horror until the horror became personal. Okay. One evening, Sable had challenged Michaela to tell a real horror story at a Moonstone's annual Halloween festival. Scare the crap out of people. Stop dancing around the horror and embrace it. Tell a story about the unknown. Make them imagine it. Make them believe the unknown will show up on stage. Nothing terrifies an audience more than a show that could potentially kill them. Oh my god. Michaela laughed at the idea and declined the challenge because she was working on another story with her roommate. Yeah, that's part of Michaela's lore. She wants to write a book. She's a storyteller. But a strange black fog had taken Michaela during her performance, and Sable felt the icy hand of guilt grab her by the back of the neck. She wasn't convinced that she had somehow sent Michaela to her doom. She was convinced that she somehow sent Michaela to her doom. I thought she said she didn't. Whatever. Did the unknown take her? Did she try to define the unknown? What about her roommate? Her roommate disappeared as well, but then she realized Michaela's story wasn't about the unknown. It was about something else, another dimension, a dimension filled with terrifying creatures, sadistic killers, and endless horror. It was not the unknown. With the realization, Sable began to investigate other disappearances in Greenville. Before long, she realized most of the disappearances occurred at the theater or somewhere close by. Investigating further, she discovered the theater was built over the ruins of an old one-room schoolhouse that had burned to the ground in the 20s. Somehow, the students couldn't get out and everyone perished in flames. Feeling close to an answer, she continued her research and discovered two teenage brothers had recently disappeared from the theater, Elias and Elin. Or Elaine. Ellen? The only witness, their younger sister, Ellen. So, Elon, I guess? Elon Musk. The only witness, their younger sister, Ellen, was committed to institute after ripping her eyes out. Oh my lord. And so, pretending to be a relative, Sable went to talk to Ellen, who admitted she and her brothers had been trying to steal old movie posters from the storage room behind the movie screen. She then described a secret door in the basement and passageway that led to another place, a dark place, cold and evil place. Stay away from there, she begged. Stay away, but Sable wasn't about to stay away. Not after that story. Determined to see Michaela again, Sable hitched a ride to the theater and soon found the door behind the movie screen. In the darkness, she jimmied the door open with a crowbar and headed down a creaking wooden stairway to the dank cellar. A light switch activated flickering fluorescent lights that illuminated a room filled with broken theater seats and old movie posters dating back 80 years. She searched the sprawling basement and found a thick wooden door hidden behind a poster of the original Frankenstein. She pushed and shoved the door open to reveal an endless circular stairway descending into perfect darkness. Using pen light to navigate, she descended for 10 minutes before she noticed a cold black fog rising from the lower depths, the same one that took Michaela. Sable considered running back up the stairs to where she would be safe, but then she thought about the terrifying creatures and sadistic killers and endless horrors. She quickly decided she wasn't going to let her best friend have all the fun. Oh my god. So her very last thought when being confronted with uh, eldritch horror is to be like, oh, I want some of that. Michaela doesn't get to own it all. So why does she have invocations then? I get like the basement stuff now and her perks, like she wants to be in like dark, dreary places, but what is an invocation to her lore? She's not a witch. She's just a goth who likes creepy things. Well, I guess maybe she learned from Michaela, which is plausible, but it doesn't say that in her lore. I kind of feel her lore is really simplistic. She's just a goth from around Michaela's time. Uh, I can assume like maybe anywhere between the mid 2010s to now. Okay, but I guess this is also the first time someone who disappeared into the fog, uh, someone else of their own backstory went looking for them. Like they acknowledged their disappearance. We never really had a survivor that was so linked to another survivor. We've had killers linked to other killers, but like Oni and Spirit, but never survivors. I don't know. She seems a bit just I really love her design. I love her like kind of what's the word vibe, but I think her lore was just a little bit too angsty, a little bit too much. I'm not like other girls. Like okay, I see that. I like it though. I like her. She's cool. I just do think they'll need a little bit. They'll need some tomes to like flesh her out a little bit more because she seems a bit one-dimensional. But it's good for now. Let's now go to the main event. Let's freaking go. Get out of here, Dredge. No one likes you no more. Except me. Where is he? Oh my god. The unknown. A being beyond understanding, though many have tried. Its personal perks, Unbound, Unforeseen, and Undone, allow it to move quicker, put its terror radius on a generator, and deplete generator progress.
Idea is strange.
I like your presentation. So, as far as I'm aware, you kind of are a cryptid based on other based on her lore. I think your hair is fucking stupid though. I would prefer you just kind of bald. All right, well, still, let's go to what you actually are. F1. All right, let's check out the power first. Some believe the specimen was recovered by the military for their experiments. The codename Unknown Venom X. Huh? Press the power button to charge UVX. Once ready, press the attack button to launch UVX, a bouncing projectile which creates a blast area upon impact. Survivors become hindered if touched by UVX while airborne. Survivors touching the blast area become weakened. Weakened survivors lose health states if touched by blast areas. Okay. Survivors lose weakened by successfully staring down the unknown. Okay. Special ability hallucinations. The unknown will intermittently create hallucinations. Hallucinations cannot be created. Actually, I should be queuing while I read this because it's gonna take 1,000 years. Special ability hallucinations. The unknown will intermittently create hallucinations. Hallucinations cannot be created while charting UVX, performing interactions, or in proximity to map objects like hooks. So he'll just randomly poop them out. Whenever survivors are touched by blast areas or otherwise become weakened, the next hallucination spawn time decreases by 10 seconds. The unknown can teleport to hallucinations, leaving behind a temporary decoy. Survivors can remove hallucinations from the trial with the Dispel ability. Weakened survivors take longer to dispel. If Dispel is not completed, survivors become weakened and trigger Killer Instinct. That so he's like clown but kind of better. Okay, I'm moving on. Pain lingers in the air and alluring aroma excites the impulses. This perk activates for 30 seconds after a survivor becomes injured by any means. After vaulting a window, you gain 5% haste for 10 seconds. This effect cannot stack with itself. Haste increases killer movement speed. I heard it running. It was getting closer. Anonymous. 909, 1979. Okay, so as far as I'm being shown, it is a kind of cryptid. I do like urban legend horror. Unforeseen. Terror takes many forms and whispers, devastating lies in its victim ears. When you perform a break action on a generator, your terror radius transfers to the generator for 30 seconds, and its radius is set to 32 meters. You gain undetectable for that duration. This perk goes on cooldown for 30 seconds. Mom, if you find this, I'm sorry. Final journal entry 7/12/1991. Undone. Hope is a delusion that keeps its victims alive. When a survivor misses a healing or repair skill check, gain 3 tokens up to 30. Okay. When you perform the break action on Gen, if you have any tokens, consume all of them. For each token consumed, the generator loses 1% total progress and then becomes blocked for 1 second. Then once the generator is unblocked, it starts regressing. Erratic behavior in machinery could be related to redacted. Further testing required. OSS report. December 2nd, 1943. I don't think people miss their skill checks that often. And what's the point? M- What's the point of blocking for something and regressing at only 3% in 3 seconds if the survivors just simply never miss their skill checks? Um, I don't think I'm very... I don't think I'm sold on this killer. He's fucking horrifying, but he isn't what I thought he'd be. I mean, he kind of is, but, like, he's just not that... I don't know. Why is he holding an axe? Why is he wearing clothes? Actually, let's get his lore out the way. Backstory, about as long as hers. Olivia's master's thesis was on urban legends and their origins. She believed they shared similarities with traditional folklore and picked one to illustrate her point. The unknown was believed to be a mysterious evil so heinous that investigating it almost immediately invited death. At least that was how the story went. And there were many. One story was of a woman in Greenville who disappeared without a trace on stage in front of a room full of witnesses. Yes, we knew that. Her friend disappeared weeks later while trying to investigate what happened. The police were stumped. They had no clues or leads, and that mystery created the perfect storm for amplifying the spreading in urban legend. Alright, so his lore continues after hers. Instead of going back home for spring break, Olivia headed to Greenville to investigate. She drove to the second cheapest motel in town and began to set up a small room that smelled of cigarette smoke, mold, and booze. Beautiful. She turned one wall into a kind of evidence board. She taped up articles and various theories on similar disappearances attributed to the unknown throughout the country. She made connections with red string and yellow thumbtacks. Anyone walking into the motel room would think she had lost her mind. There were many theories as to the unknown's origin. Some said it was a malevolent entity. Oh. Okay. Um, we'll continue lore later, I suppose, but yeah. I'm not gonna start from the beginning again, but I'll give the cliff notes, essentially. I didn't think we'd get a game in the middle of reading. Maybe he'll feel better to play. Hmm. I don't know. I'm hoping he's good. I really want to like him. I like his vibe. I like his general thing, his themes. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so I can do it once and it doesn't linger really. It's like a slingshot. Yeah. What's the break look like? Oh no! It somehow didn't work. His animation for hitting is pretty satisfying though. I don't know why. So apparently I pooed one out earlier. Wait, how'd that not affect her? It was red or... Oh, I think she almost blinded me, but from the last game, his eyes kinda... He like does like a crab walk when he wants to break a generator. So that kind of removes his eyes where his face would be. Why is there scum on my screen? Does this affect stack? Can I keep shooting at her? I don't really slow down when I start it. So I'm thinking I kind of have to lead her with it. This is taking way too long. Oh no! Ah, you're not supposed to be good. Hey, no. The recharge rate's pretty quick. So then, I have a question though. So if according to Sable's own lore, she's not really afraid of this kind of environment? Wait, why am I being... Oh shit, I completely forgot to look at Sable's... Oh no, I didn't. I was gonna say, did I forget to look at her perks? No, I did. Why was I blinded there then? Okay, this other Sable needs to stop, like, protecting her girlfriend so hard. You like being in the basement, huh? I hope you enjoy it here. Okay, so that's weird. Hitting a survivor with your glob of goo doesn't give them the effect. Only the explosion after does. Why? think I can chase him into my hallucination. It goes away over time, too. Maybe I should stop chasing him. I went over here because my hallucination like changed position, so I thought it might have meant something. So what I was saying earlier was, if Sable, the entity, what it does that it feeds on fear, and that's why people are in this hellhole. So it's like an emotional parasite. But if Sable literally saw the black fog that Michaela was enveloped in, and she was actually excited to join in on the horror, then why would she take it? If her immediate emotion is not fear, why is the entity feeding on her? I don't... You probably thought there was a thingy right there, didn't you? I wonder what the max range is on this grenade launcher. How did it miss her? There we go. I hear her girlfriend on the other side. She must have done the, she's broken, so she must have done her own little invocation. Even with that, I missed. Does this work? No, it doesn't. Get on there, you. Got him. I'm just kind of in my head about this because I don't know if I really like this killer. Like, his glob is... His glob isn't really threatening. It goes away in, like, a really short amount of time, even though it says it's supposed to weaken them and maybe even down them. And the teleporting to hallucinations is good. but like it's you kind of set them up randomly. Like I didn't create one just now, even though sometimes the game says I could if I'm not near a gen and I spit. Getting a phone call, doesn't matter. Live? How did that? I even missed that. I feel like the glob spitting is pretty unintuitive. Like, okay, so he's affected by it. Okay, he dead-hearted. And apparently it goes away over time. It's kind of easy to dodge because the ball isn't really what's scary, it's the explosion. How did that miss? It goes away when he's downed. I feel like it's meant to be a chase power. That's how it's kind of being set up. I feel like the thing will be over here.
You're gonna see this.
The teleporting is like instantaneous, and that feels great. And the time between walking and teleporting is pretty quick. She is here. Maybe I should ignore her for a bit and find the hatch. Unless I want to give it to her. Why does my HUD change? Is she found it? Okay. So yeah, I feel like the Glob of Spit is meant to be a chase power, and the teleporting meant to be an outside of chase power. So he has both, which is alright, but I just don't really get anything else about him. Like, why does he have an axe? Why does he have clothes? And I suppose it's okay if these things are like not really answered.
Tonight, the world at my feet.
I kind of don't like how he talks in like the first person, which is the same thing I didn't like about Singularity. I thought I would like it better if it was more like a collection of sounds that he just kind of like has memorized and stored, while Singularity, what I wish for him was that it was more like just like very cold system calculations and diagnostics instead of talking in first person. F1. So the lore so far is that this girl named Olivia was investigating Michaela's disappearance. Uh, Her survivor, the survivor paired with the unknown, is Michaela's or one of Michaela's best friends, and she's very fearless and into dark things, which is why she went looking for Michaela, and going to look for Michaela is what got her captured. But this other girl, Olivia, is looking into this mysterious phenomenon, this urban legend known as the Unknown, which is us. And apparently, when people look into the unknown, they always die or go missing. So where were we? She drove by the movie theater to look for more clues. Movie theater in Greenville, where Michaela and Sable typically were, and where Sable was last sighted. And she has a whole bunch of like clues left around her very dirty motel room. Alright, going back to backstory. There were many theories as to the Unknown's origin. Some said it was a malevolent entity conjured long ago by an ancient cult. Others believed it to be an alien that escaped from Area 51. Legend was it thrived in darkness and stole the voices of those it consumed, so as to lure others to their doom. The first newspaper articles, Olivia found reference to disappearance at a seance held in the 1800s. In the late 50s, several college students mysteriously disappeared from a movie theater. Witnesses saw them go inside. Some remembered seeing them in their seats, but when the lights came up, they were gone. No one saw them leave. No trace of them was ever found. A projectionist claimed to have heard voices in the empty darkness of the theater later that night, but when he turned on the lights, no one was there. Then, in the 60s, a group of teens disappeared while exploring an abandoned hospital believed to be haunted. I think that's Hattie, part of Hattie's backstory. Investigating a hospital, but I could be wrong. Stories and speculation arose to explain these mystifying disappearances. Some talked about a top-secret government research program run by the Office of Strategic Services in the 50s, Project Apple Pie. Mind control experiments using hallucinogenic drugs. Most of the records were destroyed in the 70s, but witnesses claimed that experiments were performed on unsuspecting civilians in various settings and locations throughout the country, including movie theaters, hospitals, and universities. Many believe that unethical experiments opened a doorway to other dimensions, which allowed evil things to enter the world. Is this relevant? Why is it telling me this? Olivia wrote observations to pin to her evidence board. The unknown dwells in darkness and can mimic its victims. Was it an evil entity, an extraterrestrial, or just a failed experiment, or just a garden variety serial killer allergic to publicity? She wanted to prove the unknown was nothing more than modern-day folklore. And that investigation led here to this night, to this place, to this shabby motel room. Yet she couldn't help but notice that the disappearances in Greenville included one detail the other stories didn't, the fog. And she half remembered another urban legend with a thick unnatural fog that somehow made people disappear. Maybe, she mused, the Greenville disappearances didn't relate to the unknown, but some other darkness. For a moment, Olivia wondered what would happen if one urban legend encountered another. She laughed at the idea and tempted fate by sketching a picture of what she thought the unknown might look like. Then she pinned the sketch right in the middle of the evidence board. Where'd she get the sketch? The sketch. Like, she just had an idea, oh, maybe it looks like this, and then she drew it? Then she pinned the sketch right in the middle of the evidence board, laughed nervously, and waited to be consumed by the unknown for having tried to define it. Anxiously, she stared at the windows and front door for seconds, then that turned to minutes, and minutes that turned to hours, but nothing happened. Now it was after 2 a.m. and Olivia was exhausted as she examined the articles and sipped cold coffee. So when she first heard the whisper, she wondered if she imagined it. Olivia. It seemed to come from the bathroom. Help. The lights in the room flickered. Who's there? Olivia stared with wide eyes at the closed door of the bathroom. Her mind was playing tricks on her. Or her friends had shown up to prank her. Ariella? Sean? Stop messing around. The lights continued to flicker as she edged closer to the bathroom. Fear spread in long waves through her, and a terrible realization bloomed within her that the unknown was behind the bathroom door, was preparing to make her pay for her hubris. Something began to whisper her name again, but then the voice rose, cracked, and distorted in sudden panic as if the brooding creature behind the door were under attack. The unknown was attacked. An unknown horror filled Olivia's heart and left room for nothing else. She breathed deeply as cold sweat beaded on her forehead. She placed her hand on the doorknob. The lights turned off, but she could still hear the strangely inhuman cries. Then the lights turned back on, and she could see a strange black fog seeping through the bottom of the door. Hesitantly, Olivia creaked the door open to see a bulky shape with frenzied tentacles being pulled into a thick mass of fog. Vanishing slowly into the darkness like a dying shadow, the shrieking stopped suddenly. Neighbors banged on the wall to turn down the TV, and Olivia stared intently into the black abyss that yawned before her. She wasn't sure what to do. Part of her wanted to run, but the other part wanted to know more. As she considered what to do next, dozens of voices began to call out to her with promises of the unknown and impossible, and of unearthly things beyond human experience. Is that it? Why does it end so abruptly? Okay. So, thoughts on this chapter, and I'm going to try to go in order. I think Sable is a really fun character. She looks awesome. Her perks are not super amazing, but at least one of them gives a new objective to the game that could maybe turn the tide, but also maybe not. I think all her perks could use a slight buff, maybe not this one, because that's just a passive regen thing, which is fine. This, I think, should either be reworked in a way that benefits both before and after the gens are finished. Because it feels a little weird, like bringing this perk and you decide to never, you don't immediately go to the basement and you just don't end up using it. It's a waste of a perk slot unless you deliberately go out your way to use it, which you probably will. But 15 charges at max isn't a whole lot, even if it is spread amongst everyone. I think the time it takes to do the ritual is fine. It's good even. But 15 charges across the board for everything, I don't think that's very substantial. But that might change with testing and time. And the permanent broken status effect is a little, it seems like an unfair trade. To me, at least. This perk, I just think, needs testing. It also is a little weird with her lore because her lore doesn't explicitly state that she's a witch as well, that Michaela taught her anything. They were friends, so I guess it's not unlikely, but it doesn't say so that she tried magic as well. Strength and Shadows, it's a slightly better version of self-care. In fact, I think people should probably stop running self-care and just use this one because it's both dark sense and self-care together, but only within the basement. And the killer rarely checks the basement anyway. So I think this should just replace self-care and dark sense completely. Lore-wise, I don't really get why she was chosen for the entity instead of Olivia, because Olivia did she has a semi-personal relationship with the unknown, the killer, so it makes sense to pull her in since she already has some fear of it. And
Anyone else feel like they're being watched?
yeah, I'm watching you. You're short. 5 foot nothing. Heh. Heh. Short. Heh. No, it's not funny. Anyway, my only thought, I think her perks are fine. I do think her biggest one, the invocation, could use a story justification for why she even knows magic, because it doesn't say that she's a witch. And 2, I think could use a slight buff. But that's just how I feel right now. Everything else is kind of fine. My biggest thing is, why do we care about this Olivia figure if she's not even in the game? She's barely even relevant to the Unknown's own lore. The Unknown's lore is told from like a second person point of view. Like it's talking about it. Like a whole bunch of hand-waved theories. And I can buy that that this girl, Sable, has like a podcast talking about urban legends, which is cool. But why did they make a whole new character just for the killer's lore, and this one entirely separately? Why aren't Olivia and Sable the same character? It would do a whole lot more. It would make sense. Like she wants to investigate her friend because she was simply interested in like dark things, which is why she practiced magic with Michaela and opened a podcast and made a friend and all that. And then when Michaela actually disappeared, things would actually get worse and she would actually start fearing that darkness. And as she outsourced for information on why disappearances happen, then she would come across the unknown, and then she would speculate that the unknown is somehow related to Michaela's disappearances, and then the story of Olivia plays out exactly as it did, based on like eyewitness testimony and all that, as she uses her own experience with a little magic, and B, just hunting for horror stories to paint a picture on what happened to Michaela. And then it backfires completely as the unknown actually a separate cryptid figure like attacks her, but then the entity swallows them both up. Because I think it's weird how the entity would just swallow someone up who isn't afraid of this kind of thing, enjoys it, unless they were a killer. There is just no particularly strong emotion for the entity to really feed off with Sable. I don't get it. Why did they make a whole different character that we're not going to see? Just for the killer. I don't get it. And the unknown. Well, first of all, he looks amazing. I think it's weird that he wears clothes though and wields an axe.
I'll send you a most card.
So, The things I like about this killer is its design, but the things I don't like about this killer is this power is really simplistic and not very good. Like, he shoots out a glob of spit that weakens people that maybe hurts them. Survivors in the blast areas become weakened. Weakened survivors lose health states if touched by blast areas. Survivors lose weakened by successfully staring down the abyss. Staring down the unknown. Does that mean just looking at me? Like, looking at me makes them go down their status of being weakened? Why? I can't think of a lore reason or a mechanical reason as to why that is the case. So just looking at me removes weakened. It's also just super unintuitive for the glob itself to not do anything, only the explosion when it lands. Like, why? Why is it that way? Also, why does he wield an axe? Why does he have clothes? I can buy, like, it's part of his lore that, he's an urban legend, he's a cryptid, he's a myth. So, a lot of things maybe stumbled together, like, jumbled together, like, that is kind of the case with his lore, like, maybe he's an alien, maybe he's an evil entity, or something else. But none of that really explains his design. His design just says that this woman, Olivia, which in my head canon, splicing Sable and Olivia into being the same person, she just had, like, she just drew a picture of him, and that's his design. But it wasn't based on any kind of testimony, just speculation on possible origins. And nothing about this design says that that it could be alien, that it could be evil. Well, maybe evil not, but that it could be a ghost, that it could be anything. Nothing about this design says any of those potential theories. Even if they were more direct, like I saw hollow eyes and a wide grin, or twisted muscles, or a man with an axe but with broken bones. Like anything. Like, be as vague as you want, but at least have something to go off for Olivia to draw, instead of just drawing the shape randomly, because I do like the idea that he gets this form based on how other people imagine him. I do like that, but it just seemed kind of random. And that's another thing that I just don't really like about this killer. Like, everything's kind of random. It's just a whole bunch of unrelated things spliced together. Like, why is his power spitting globs and teleporting? What does that have to do with being an urban legend? It says it draws power in the darkness, and that it mimics the voices of those it kills, but its power doesn't reflect that. He spits balls. Maybe the teleporting hallucination thing is fine for a myth thing, but nothing mechanically reflects what this killer is supposed to be. And any bit of lore that he has either doesn't reflect anything that he is or does, and that's it. Like, everything's just random. His perks are after you hurt someone, you haste. After you hurt someone and fall through a window, you get haste. You give your generator your terror radius and remove your own. And when a survivor misses a healing repair skill check, gain 3 tokens up to 30. For every token the next gen you break loses additional percent and becomes blocked based on the amount of tokens. Okay, but again, why? How does any of that reflect being a myth? Unforeseen, I can kind of see. Not a whole lot, though. Like, you trade your Terriers giving a gen, but I can kind of see that being more so with Dark Devotion than Unforeseen. And I don't think those two perks could work well together. I don't think you can give your Terriers to two different things in the game at once. So either you have to make a choice, give it to the gen or give it to a survivor, and you'd probably want to give it to a survivor since they can actually move. And Unbound just doesn't really seem all that useful. I like the testimonies on the bottom, like this, like kind of foretelling their encounters with it, but like that's also not reflected. Like it's just a whole bunch of randomness. Yeah. My brother being a dick again. I don't think I like this. Okay, so what do I do like? Because I think I mostly don't like this. Um, I do like the character of Sable, but I think she's underdeveloped, and I think all the development they could have gave her was in Olivia. If they just made those two characters the same one, she'd be perfect. I do like the design of this killer. I just think it reflected more in his lore. I really like the map. I also think the movie theater could use a little more explanation as to why it's a hub for paranormal activity, but also maybe not. Like maybe make that the thing you speculate as well. Just something that tweaks with the word usage on why the movie theater could be important. But I actually really like going around it. I love being in that map. It's probably one of my favorite maps now. But yeah, I just think there's more things that don't make sense and that I don't like in this chapter than the things I do like. I'm really upset. Like, I don't want to be disappointed. I was very looking forward to this kind of killer, but I feel like I was misled. Like, I thought it'd be, like, so I was kind of right on it being, like, based on myths. But I thought it'd have more, like, a found footage type of vibe. I keep naming the same examples of, like, Paranormal Activity or Slender Man. Or even that movie Grave Encounters. If you've never seen Grave Encounters, you really, really should. But yeah, it's like investigating myths with like a shoddy camera and learning more and more that the myth's actually real. Nothing the unknown's power set really reflects its status as a myth. It's just all random. Even his use of an axe as a weapon is random. Even his design is random. Even the presence of the Olivia character is random. And to a slightly lesser extent, the fact that the map is a movie theater is also random. Also, why is it all fleshy and fucked up in game? Like, the map has openings and doors that lead to that are led by flesh. Why? That's also random. Why is everything random? But yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to like this killer. In fact, I liked him more before I knew about him, but I don't really think I like him. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, have a good day. Remember to floss.